Once we have decompressed your symptoms, highlighting your load, the next step is to help you slow down your thoughts and especially your emotions. As you can infer, here the idea is that you make those thoughts that arouse in you so quickly and that led you to feel those negative emotions appear more and more slowly. If you notice, when you are in the middle of the emotional discharge, which subjects you to the pain you experience, you suffer because in practice, everything you feel manifests immediately. And that's why the process that we are going to do here consists of transforming those thoughts and those physical sensations into something much slower. The first technique we are going to use to help you achieve this is to teach you to stop your psychic time. And if I speak more slowly to you, it is because it is precisely one of the methods that I use in my consultation so that you can slow down all your psychic activity. It is an induction technique, the spell, as you already know. So what it is about here is that you can slow down the time in which the thoughts that come to your mind appear. When you think about what hurts you, of course, images arise that lead you to create new images of pain. This, of course, is catalyzed by some external element, the psychic catalyst, which we are going to talk about in the healing process. But the idea here is that when those thoughts occur, you have to slow down the way those images move in your mind. If you see 10 images manifesting at any given time, you must begin to focus on one, particularly the one that causes you the most pain. And with that, stay looking at that image and make it move much slower. If it is the image of your girlfriend or someone who annoys you, make it to come to your mind much more slowly than it did before. Once you have achieved that, the next step will be for you to move that image away from you, to let it leave your side very slowly while you begin to breathe more and more slowly. If you pay attention with this very simple method, you will be able to stop your psychic time little by little. And then, once you have slowed down your thoughts, comes the second part, which is to start stopping the time of your emotions. Emotions are presented as if they were a constant flow of energy. And what we must do is make that pain, that anxiety, begin to reach us more slowly. If you notice, here it is not about completely breaking with anxiety, but simply helping that physical sensation that you are perceiving in your body also begin to move slower and slower. Thanks to which, you will realize that the emotions you perceive and the thoughts that altered you do so to a lesser extent because you are the one who is controlling the flow, and therefore you are managing to heal yourself. Let's now move on to doing the dynamics so you can slow down your thoughts and emotions. This is the same thing I do with my clients in my practice. So, the first thing I want you to do is to focus on those thoughts that arise in you and that bother you. You can do this with your eyes closed or open, depending on what suits you best. You will notice that a series of thoughts will arise in your mind. And the ideal is that now you think about what bothers you the most. What causes you the most fear or pain at this very moment? I want you to bring up in your mind that thought that most alters your emotions and the stability of your body. Usually, these thoughts have to do with your ex-partner or someone who recently hurt you. That thought that you cannot get rid of at night or at certain times of the day, no matter how hard you try. You will notice how your emotions immediately alter, and with it, the effect that those emotions generate on your body. For the same reason, I want you to slowly begin to regulate your breathing. I want you to breathe deeply and slowly as these thoughts occur. Now, I want you to focus only on the images that come with these thoughts. What is the image that causes you the most pain? I want you to select it and see how it approaches you. It might be the image of your ex-partner with her new couple, or the image of that person who hurts you so much. At the moment when he or she tells you something that is not pleasant for you. And now, I want you to start slowing down the time of everything that happens in that image. I want the people who appear at that moment that causes you so much pain to begin to look slower and slower. All this while controlling your breathing. You do it in an increasingly deeper and slower way. And now that everything slows down, I want that image to move away from you. I want you to imagine as if you yourself were moving the toxic image away from you. If you are 2 steps away from that image, I want you to move it 4 steps from you. Then 8 steps, and finally, get it as far as away from your side as possible. I am sure that if you did this exercise very well, you will notice how your emotions, those that until a while ago affected you so much because in some way you felt that they accelerated you, are now perceived much more slowly. It is very likely that even around you, you will notice how in your own reality, everything becomes much slower. The bird, which was passing near your tree, now moves much slower. Your breathing has improved and you have taken the first step to slow down everything that affects you. So I congratulate you for having achieved a new skill in your psychic relief process. Remember that this is just one of the many other skills you will be acquiring in this program. Let's move on to the next step of your relief process, which is psychic trance. I see you there.